Carry out a random act of kindness with no expectation of reward, safe in the knowledge that one day someone might do the same for you. Helping people in need is a good and essential part of my life, a kind of destiny. Nothing brings me more happiness than trying to help the most vulnerable people in society. Empathy is what makes us truly human. I've always believed in the power of kindness. No one is too poor to give a smile. Kindness is free. I like to be a free spirit. Some don't like that, but that's the way I am. I don't go by the rule book. I lead from the heart, not the head. Only do what your heart tells you. I will fight for what I believe is right. I don't want to be protected from life. I want to live it. Life is mostly froth and bubble, but two things stand like stone: kindness in another's trouble, courage in your own. Life is just a journey. It takes strength to be gentle. They say it is better to be poor and happy than rich and miserable, but how about a compromise like moderately rich and just moody? People think that at the end of the day, a man is the only answer. Actually, a fulfilling job is better for me. Every strong woman in the world has had to walk through fire more than once. I think the biggest disease the world suffers from in this day and age is the disease of people feeling unloved. If you find someone you love in life, you must hang on to it and look after it. And if you were lucky enough to find someone who loved you, then you must protect it. Love is the most important thing in the world. Every one of us needs to show how much we care for each other and, in the process, care for ourselves. Everyone needs to be valued. Everyone has to be given the chance to give something back. I want to walk into a room, be it a hospice for the dying or a hospital for sick children, and feel that I am needed. I want to do, not just to be. Being loved by someone gives you strength. Loving someone deeply gives you courage. Compassion should never have boundaries. The kindness I receive has helped me survive. The greatest problem in the world today is intolerance. I think everyone needs to be hugged. I hug people because I want them to know they're loved. I want to be remembered as someone who made a difference to the lives of others. The kindness and affection from the public have carried me through some of the most difficult periods. Real charity means giving without expecting anything back. The small things you do for others matter most. Sometimes the heart sees what is invisible to the eye. Never abandon hope. Life is a journey. I have learned that love can heal everything. I want to encourage people to care more for each other. I'm stronger than people think. The higher the media puts you, the bigger the drop. Being a princess isn't all it's cracked up to be. I'm not a political figure. I'm a humanitarian figure. Always was, always will be. I don't claim to have led an exemplary life, but my actions will be my legacy. I think, like any marriage, especially when you've had divorced parents like myself, you want to try even harder to make it work. I'd rather be heartbroken than break someone else's heart. There were three of us in this marriage, so it was a bit crowded. I don't want a husband who honors me as a queen if he doesn't love me as a woman. Family is the most important thing in the world. I live for my sons. I would be lost without them. I'm not a saint, but I do try to be a good mother. My strength has come from knowing I am loved by my boys. Children need love, especially when they do not deserve it. Hugs can do great amounts of good, especially for children. A mother's arms are more comforting than anyone else's. I will always be there for my children, and that's never going to change. I want my boys to have an understanding of people's emotions, their insecurities, people's distress, and their hopes and dreams. I want them to grow up with love in their hearts and compassion in their actions. I want them to know that the world outside palace walls is real. I want them to have an appreciation of life and not just be cocooned in this royal setting. I was always told by my family that when you're doing public duties, you always have to be aware that you're representing the country. I don't think many people would want me to be queen. I'd like to be a queen in people's hearts, but I don't see myself being queen of this country. I'm aware that people like to see me as a strong woman, but it doesn't mean I don't have my moments. I don't want expensive gifts. I don't want to be bought. I have everything I want. I just want someone to be there for me, to make me feel safe and secure. I'm not afraid of anything except not being loved. I knew that something profound was coming my way, and I was just treading water, waiting for it. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know where it was. I didn't know if it was coming next year or next month. But I knew I was different from my friends and where I was going. I knew what my job was to love people and be there for them. I want to be remembered as someone who made people smile. My legacy will be helping people feel they are not alone. In an age of royal formality, one woman redefined what it meant to be both noble and human. Diana, Princess of Wales, was more than a global icon of grace and beauty. She became a symbol of compassion, vulnerability, and quiet courage. Born into aristocracy, yet beloved by the ordinary, Diana used her position not for grandeur but for good, reaching out to the sick, the forgotten, and the unloved. Through her words and actions, she challenged centuries of tradition with something far more powerful than protocol: empathy. Today, her legacy continues to inspire millions, a reminder that even within the walls of power, the most transformative force remains the human heart.